Welcome back to Leah's Leaves. Today we are going to work magic. The magic of organizing. The magic of taking chaos and mess and dirt, literal and metaphorical, and all of the gardening supplies that have been stockpiling or have moved from one room to another because my mom is living with me right now and we needed space for her boxes until her house is built next month. And so we are going to turn this nasty mess of a plant room into this. Ta-da! That's a floor that I can walk on, and a plant table that's clear and ready for work, and a little kitty cat who's trying to climb up my pants. Hi, Claire. Okay, cat in hand. Say hi, Claire. Claire's my 13-year-old. So, we managed to clear all the junk off the table. I assembled a new stool that I got for Christmas with a gift card that my dad got me. These plants aren't actually staying here, but they're here for now because I have to make some adjustments on my grow light table. Under here are some just brand new seed starts. That's what's under there. I just put bubble wrap on them because I didn't have plastic wrap down here to put over them, and I didn't have a dome big enough. This is my delight here. So on top, spray bottles, and these are all fertilizers and soil amendments, all kinds of ties, plant clips, and plant ties and zip ties. And over here are all my label making material for when I'm starting seeds. Then in the cupboard, top shelf are binders like jute, cord, and twine, and some miscellaneous items that I use periodically, like the lids over there. Those red things, those are the lids to my winter sowing jugs that I'm using outside. I may find a need to use them at some point. These are all poisons to pets. They're perfectly harmless to plants. Neem oil, aspirin for aspirin treatments, hydrogen peroxide, which is excellent for fungus gnats, and another, I forget the name of it, but it's Southern States was selling it, and it's biodegradable and organic spray. Some duct tape that I'm using for my winter sowing, and cardboard tubes that I can use for planting. And then at the bottom is weed killer and the other set of legs for my new stool, and also some solar lights for outside. But just look at the transformation in this room. That floor has been cleaned and swept. This used to be a youth room for our church, and so it's got all kinds of paint and marks and doodads on it, but it has been thoroughly swept. Over here then will be the main activity in the room. Perlite, vermiculite, alfalfa pellets, which are excellent fertilizer for your soil. They break down naturally. These are all potting mixes, coco coir, and seed starting mixes, just as I pick up. And then my grow light rack at the moment, but it'll have some adjustments in the next week or so. And then this little rack, this is the other thing I bought with my Christmas present. It's holding all of the plant pots at the bottom. They're stackable. But what I'm actually going to, these are at the Dollar Tree, by the way, so you might want to pick a couple of those up. They're really cool. And I do have some over here. These are two that are stacked, and this is basically a little salad mix. It has arugula, Bibb lettuce, some leaf lettuces, and some mustards growing in it. But I picked up several of these over the course of a few visits because I have an idea at my plant sale that I'm going to have of creating a portable herb garden, just an herb garden to go that will have 4 herbs in it. So it would have 3 in each of the pockets and 1 in the center. So probably things like oregano, thyme, and marjoram in the circles, and then something tall like rosemary or cilantro in the middle. Anyway, let me know what you think about that idea. I think that would be a nice way for people to kind of kickstart an herb garden that might not otherwise grow one. And then plant trays and seed starting trays, and on top, at the moment, until I find something sturdier, are just gardening tools. My Hori Hori knife, which I love, and some pruners, clippers, gardening gloves, etc. And then the last thing is this. Praise the Lord for Facebook. Woman on Facebook Marketplace was selling 5-gallon buckets for $1 a piece with lids. And I went and got everything that she had today. I bought 12 of them. Some of them I'll grow potatoes in. Some will be used to haul compost and mulch from my local landfill and local farms. And then 2 I'm using to collect compost here in the garden room and as a trash can. And then my sweet mother came down here to the basement while I was sorting and organizing, and she sat on an upside down bucket and sanitized, washed, and dried all of my seed trays. Anything that had soil in it, anything I had grown in or seeded in last year that just had dry soil or just needed sprucing up, that's all clean and dry, ready to be sorted and organized and find a home on the metal shelf. So this is now a much, much, much more workable room. The bar stool is going to get lowered. There are shorter legs I can put on the bottom so that I'm not sitting at above the table. I'll sit at table level. Some of these plants are ready to be moved outside during the day and just brought in at night when the colder temperatures come. And I'm very happy with how everything turned out. I feel like now I know right where to reach and grab what I'm looking for, and it'll be a more effective use of my time. And it just very, very much motivated me to put my hands on everything, find a home for it, and already be thinking about how to use it. So anyway, I'd love to see yours. So if you post your own video, drop a link to it in the comments below and I'll take a look. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my channel, Leah's Leaves. I'm learning a lot. I'm sharing it here. Come grow with me.